Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see Compute Engine in action. So this is the Google Cloud console. You can visit console.cloud.google.com and you may need to create an account. You can use your Google account, and once you log in you can see a dashboard like this. And let's go into the dashboard, and here you will see Compute Engine in the sidebar. Let's click on that, and this is the dashboard of Compute Engine. And here we will create a new instance. You can see this button over here. So when we click on create instance, then we will present with some options to what we need, what configuration we need. So let's start with naming it. So let's name it GCP Lab 1, and then we need to select a region. So I will select a region nearest to me, which is Asia, South to Delhi, that is nearest to me. So I will select this one, and then we need to select zone, and I will keep it any for now so that it will pick up the best automatically. And the machine we are going to use E2, that is low cost day-to-day computing, and in this also this one cost us around $30 if we run it for a month. And in this we are going to choose E2 Micro. E2 Micro cost us $8.5 a month if we run it continuously, else it will cost us $0.01 hourly. This is the UI from which we can create it. Now I will show you the console. Let's open the console. Open it in new window. Authorize. Okay, so the terminal is open. So in this terminal, first we set the variables that we need. Let's set project name. This will be the GCP Lab 1. Zone. It will be Asia South to -A. This is Delhi. And then we need to run the Gcloud command. Gcloud compute instances, create GCP Lab 1. This is the create VM command, and then we need to pass a project to assign it to a project, and here we will use the project variable that we defined. Then we need to define zone. Here again we are going to use the zone variable, and then we need to define the machine type, which is going to be E2 Micro. Okay, and then we also need to define tags. Tag is important when later on we will enable firewall for this project. So it will be easier if we name it HTTP server, so we can able to enable firewall for this VM. And then we need to select the OS. You don't need to worry about this command. I will share all of the commands in the description of this video. Cloud global (0519). Okay, and let's hit this one. This might be older. We will get, I think now the version is 2205. I could not fetch resource. It's not found. Okay, I think the project, I think the GCP Lab 1 is our name for VM, and the project will be sarab Lab 1. Let's run this command again, and this will take some time. It will provision us the VM. It will do the same exact thing which we do with the UI, and this is the command for creating a VM instance, and you can see it is done. And as I mentioned, so the image which I mentioned 2024 is now deprecated. They have newer version 2025 which is they use for install it. And this is the description: GCP lab 1, zone Asia South 2, machine type E2 micro, internal IP and external IP they have given, and the status is running. We can confirm it via going back here. Let's close this one and go back into view instances, and we can able to see GCP lab 1 is here. You can see the instance is running. Now we are going to SSH into this, so you can click on this SSH button here, or you can do it via terminal as well. So Gcloud compute SSH GCP lab 1 zone is equal to the zone variable. We hit another error. The required property project is not currently set. We set on a pre-command basis. It should be set by default. Okay, so if it is not, let's pass project as well. Okay, now we are inside our VM that we just created. Now let's run sudo apt-get update to just update the existing packages, and then we will install Apache in this one to run our HTTP server and to view. This command basically update all of the existing packages that we have in Ubuntu. This one done. Now let's install Apache. Sudo apt-get install apache 2-y. With this flag, it will not ask us any dependency, and install it. I think I put the name wrong. And install it with default configurations. Okay, it's done. Now let's start it with systemctl command. Start Apache 2. Okay, and now Apache server is running, and to confirm that, we can go, this is external IP to access our VM, and if we click here, it will open up the VM in the new tab, and you can see the Apache is running and it is working. This is the default page of Apache, and yeah, that's it. So Apache is running. Now we can able to run our project over here, and if in some cases this will not come for you, then you may need to enable the firewall, and for that go into the VM, click here on the name, and you can see over here all the basic information, machine configuration, networking, and you can see firewall HTTP traffic is on. In case this is off, then you may need to edit this one and then enable this one if this page doesn't load for you and it just not able to load and just throw error. So in that case you need to enable this. Okay, so that's all for this video. So now after this we need to delete this VM, or else it will keep running and we will get billing for this one. As you know, it is bill you for every minute, right? As long as it is running, it will keep you charging. So now to delete this, there are two options. One is via UI. You can select this one and you can either stop it to reuse it again, and it will not charge you if you stop it, and you can delete it from here, you can delete it from here, or you can delete from this shell as well. So to delete it, the command is gcloud compute instances delete, and then the name of the VM, which is GCP lab 1, and it says to me zone. Yes, do you want to continue? Yes, we want to continue. Could not fetch resource, request had insufficient authentication scope. Okay, I think when it asks for authentication in another window, we close that one, so maybe that is the issue. If I pass zone along, not pass resource, okay, it should be delete by this command. So for now, let's delete it from here. Okay, so now it is deleting. It will take some time, it won't delete immediately. As you can see, this loading bar and start progressing, and you can see the message, this instance is being stopped, and in some time it will be deleted and you won't be able to see it over here. So that's all for this video. So in this we saw how to create a VM in GCP compute engine, and how can we create it via UI, or how can we create it via the shell, via the scripts. All of the scripts I will add in the description, so you don't need to worry about it. You can remember them and you can able to find them in the documentation of Google Cloud as well. And then after creating a VM, we SSH into that, and then we update the packages, we install the Apache server, and then we try to visit our VM as well and see the Apache working, and at last we delete it so that it won't keep on charging us. So you won't be deleting it for your production for sure, so it will be running, but this is for a testing purpose. So we tried it and then we deleted. So now you see this is gone. So that's all for this video, and in next video we will see the use cases of all of the different compute services that we discussed so far. So see you next time.